Once upon a time, we saw a crypto market that was actually going up. Now everything is crashing, everyone is losing their money, except there's one cryptocurrency, Pippin, that's currently going up. Does it make sense to buy the contrarian bet? Does it make sense to get on a trend while the rest of the market is exploding? Let's have a look at the data most people are not considering. Have a look at this. Pippin is one of the most viewed cryptocurrencies on CoinGecko right now, and it's the only outlier. Everything else is going down, but Pippin, in the last week, it more than 5x'd. I've actually made several videos on Pippin. Interestingly enough, those videos didn't perform that well, as in they didn't get that many views. And that's probably justified. The first video was published when we were at 28 cents. The second video was published when we were at 20 cents. And now we are further down. We are at 16 cents. So Pippin just has these random pump and dumps. We are currently pumping, and every rally fuels potential price targets, right? The market cap is currently at 152 million. Could we double from here? Could we triple from here? Maybe. There are other meme coins on Solana that have that size. But that's likely only going to happen is that whoever is currently buying is doing so to hold for the long term, not just to short term pump up the price again, as it has happened several times in the past. Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics. So on Solana, we've got more than 30,000 holders. The trading volume is now dominated by the small retail investor. In the early days, it was more the whales and the large investors that traded the token on-chain. The trading volume did go up recently quite a bit. But really, have a look at the number of holders over time. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets with at least 7,000 Pippin tokens. So that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. In the middle, it's $10,000 worth of the token. On the right, it's $100,000 worth of the token. So all of those wallet cohorts tend to rather distribute long term. And that's probably why the price tends to go back to earth after every single pump. Prior price rallies in Pippin had been generated by on-chain purchases, by spot purchases. This rally is different. This rally is more short-term engineered, using perpetual futures, using leverage on the price. Here's why I say so. In the last 24 hours, we only saw 51 million worth of trading volume on Radium. So that's directly trading on chain. But have a look at the perpetual futures volume. Here we had 2.4 billion worth of trading volume on Binance. So really, the perpetual futures are driving the price, not the trading on-chain on Radium. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, then feel free to give it a like. It will help to spread the word. It will tell the algorithm to show the video to more people. Thank you very much. And so we can see how the funding rate is fluctuating over time. There tend to be short squeezes, there tend to be long liquidations. And with the recent rally, the open interest, so the amount of bets on Pippin, went sky high. The open interest is as high as the market cap right now. And that's extremely dangerous. And here is why. It takes less than $1 in order to increase the market cap by $1. Because not all of the supply is always liquid, right? A lot of supply is just stashed away in long-term holder wallets. So if we deploy, say, $10, we might increase the market cap by $100. So if currently the bets on the price equal the market cap, it is very much profitable for the market makers to manipulate the price. So if enough people are very scared of Pippin, if enough people are betting now on falling prices, there's a lot of pessimism, then it is profitable for the market makers to artificially buy up the token supply on the spot market and short squeeze everyone. So really, the market makers now have the full power over the token. There's simply so much open interest. And that's a big, big problem. If open interest was to go down, of course, the Pippin price was to follow. But currently, the funding rate is net negative. So there are enough people that are very much skeptical of the current rally, which is, I mean, quite justified, right? Everything else is going down. Why isn't Pippin following as well? But that's the problem with crypto, right? It's a player versus player game. And yes, while the intrinsic value of Pippin might not be 150 million, if enough people bet on falling prices, it is profitable for the market makers to buy the token anyway, just to force liquidate everybody that bets on falling prices. And so I do like to bet on falling prices of some altcoins sometime, but I prefer to do this for altcoins that have an increasing token supply, so where insiders and early investors, etc., they sell off over time. And I also prefer to do this with tokens that are currently not in the limelight, where nobody is looking at the token, where there's very little attention, where it's not worth it for the market makers to short squeeze the shorts. That's currently clearly not the case for Pippin. Everybody looks at Pippin, everybody bets on Pippin. The trading volume on the perpetual futures is sky high, and we're already seeing the first shorts getting liquidated. So yes, there's a chance that this outlier will persist, that Pippin will see a continued short squeeze. But once all the shorts have been squeezed out, that's then when, of course, the market makers will distribute their holdings as well. So I've got my strong doubts that Pippin will reach $1 billion or $2 billion in market cap. It will go back down to reality. It will go back down to where many other meme coins on Solana are trading. Below 100, below 50 million, etc. Things can deflate quite massively. But for now, attention is still high. For now, it's still profitable to short squeeze. And so the token can go quite a bit higher. Now, if you find this all a bit complicated and you simply just want to copy trade whatever I do, then there's also the premium membership of this channel. So whenever I bet on rising or on falling prices on a particular cryptocurrency, I announce this in the channel. And in July of this year, we also opened an automatic copy trading pool. That pool so far has made 17.6%. While Bitcoin during the same time period crashed by more than 22%. That's the idea. We want to bet on performance independent of the macro environment. We might just go sideways in the market and we still make money. And if you're going down, we try to protect that capital. And we're achieving this by doing something called macro hedging, right? So we go long, say, a particular cryptocurrency while we go short the entire market. So we're really just betting on the delta. And so we're not really interested what the general market is doing. Even if we are in a bear market, by just betting on the deltas, we can still produce performance. You can simply copy trade and even do this with leverage, right? Here are a few trades made by community members. Or if you want to invest in the next copy trading vault, that will be available to the annual members of this channel. The next copy trading capital pool opens in January of 2026. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you on premium. Link pops up here on the screen. See you next time. Cheers.